and welcome back to Raven's Nexus. We are here starting something brand new. I keep hearing about Kagurabachi. Kagurabachi. They just recently did the anime showing where the first season is about to come out, and what did Crunchyroll do? They went off and showed the entire episode, like first episode, from what I've been hearing. Not just like a few short second like trailer Easter egg. They just flat out was like, yeah, this is gonna be something great. We're holding this up like it's the next big three. Like it's gonna surpass One Piece. But with all these high expectations, I kinda had to like jump in and see what's it about. Like, is it actually gonna hold up to all these different like regards everyone's putting it to? Without further ado, let's just jump right into the chapter and see if the hype can hold up. So, we start off with two men forging. One yells, "Alright," and then the other one slams the hammer straight down on the hot metal. And then the narrator kicks in. Forging, also known as tan ren, is an important process in making Japanese swords. Tan steel, made from iron sand, is hammered thin, folded, and hammered again to strengthen it and establish the right carbon content through tan ren and several other highly skilled processes. The lump of steel is transformed into a beautiful, strong katana, and it cuts over to another panel of what looks like an agent cutting down a bunch of other people with a short blade. So it jumps right off the deep end. Kagurabachi. That's crazy. That guy is like completely in half. Well, and then title drop. And it cuts back over to the two walking out of the forge, and the older one saying, "Alright, let's get to it. Look at that Chihiro. The sun's all bright today. Yeah, it's sunny. Yo, son, you trying to tell us to play outside? Yeesh." And the fire from the forge, and then back to the two of them sitting down working. Oh, they're not sitting down. They're just taking a brief rest as the other picks up the hammer, walks over, and heats up the metal, goes right through the process. So it cuts the younger one narrating himself. My dad's name is Coons. I ain't even gonna. Man, I did warn y'all. My dad's name is Kunishi Rokura. Definitely gonna look this up a bit later. But again, we don't try to look up much of these chapters, we just ride right through them. He's the most famous swordsmith in the land. He makes special katana with his own unique method. I train rigorously with him every day. You see the father spinning the metal? Okay. And then the younger son slams down. Right now, Dad's in serious mode as they're forging a weapon together. And then it cuts over to a fish tank with a fish bowl with two different fish in it. It's way different from his usual self. And his dad staring directly at the fish. True. Yeah. Dad? Breakfast's ready. Oh, thanks. You were listening to your pet fish just now, huh? Normally people do the talking. And his father speaking. Oh yeah. Oops, my bad. Now, let's eat. Um, did the goldfish say anything? And then the father responds with, more than anything, they just wanted to dedicate themselves to learning. We want to dedicate ourselves, right? Learning, right? To learning. Give me a break. Yup. As he's sitting there munching on their food. And cuts back to them forging. Come to think of it, Dad's the one who brought these little guys here. And then it cuts to his dad, excited, busting into a door in a flashback. Chihiro, get ready to freak out. Look what I got. What? Scored them on my way back from the sword polisher. You scored what? Fresh goldfish. Dot. Why aren't you more excited? Who do you think's gonna end up taking care of them? Not you, right? But the shop guy said goldfish are good luck. The red one attracts good fortune, the black one wards off evil, and the 3-colored one? And you believe him? It's supposed to totally be amazing. You don't say. Okay, so the dynamic so far is kind of great. You have the I'm just gonna say the special father that's running around like, what is it, stemming off of everything, which is hilarious. See, okay, you can't be normal for you to be amazing at a certain craft. Yes, the master of many can be great, but the master of one always surpasses what depends on the one. Back to the chapter. And it cuts back over to them. My dad's a real handful. A picture of his dad plus goldfish. It's just one more responsibility for me. And then back to them forging. And so we see somebody walking up to their forge. Oh, they're at it again. And then over to the dad. Wanna stop for lunch soon? Yeah. Yo, Chihiro, your arms are getting swole. Oh yeah? I think they're bigger than mine. And he comes busting through the front door. Bought some souvenirs. Man, I'm beat. As he just walks through the front door. Ever heard of calling first? How you doing, Chihiro? Same as ever. How was town? Definitely not peaceful. Gotcha. Mr. Shiba is an old friend of Dad's who stopped by sometimes. We cut over to him feeding the fish. Dang, sure grew, hun. Chihiro, you think so? Yeah, well, I'm still bigger. Too bad. He's got you slaving away still, right? Yeah. Well, he's a great teacher. You know your dad. Can it, Shiba? Oh, come on. Your dad, 15 years ago, in the Sayeti War, he was more famous than guys like me who actually fought at the battlefield. It's no exaggeration to say. The epic swords he made ended the war. Don't forget that. Your dad saved a lot of people. He's a hero. Yeah, I've heard that hundreds of times. Yeah, well, you always look happy to hear it. You're a hard worker, aren't you, Chihiro? I'm sure you'll be like your old man one day. Yeah, I heard that hundreds of times. And the dad, All of them question, look up. I talk too much. Bye. And he got up and just shot out the door. Both of them questioning ... And we see the dad's neck twist to the side, and Chihiro questions, what's up? And he says, you're gonna be 15 soon. If you want to be a real swordsmith, it's about time. I show you the stuff that ain't so bright and shiny. That's all. ... Then do it, he replies with. Just so you know, I'm not joking about becoming a swordsmith. I'm serious. I want to follow in your footsteps. He takes a breath in and then exhales. Yeah, okay, I know. He walks back inside, steps over to his sword, grabs it. He unsheaths the sword. They're still tools for killing people. And we are a conflict. And the deaths they cause, if they fall into evil hands, they can kill good people. As swordsmiths, we have to always keep that in mind. Katana should always be wielded by those dedicated to vanishing evil and protecting the weak. We need to have principles and accountability. One day, you'll sell your first katana, and when you hand someone a katana, those two heavy weights will fall onto your shoulders. Can you carry that burden? He looks up and then looks down. I don't know, but I'm committed to taking it on. His father walks away from him and says, okay, then let's get back to work. That's it? Yeah, if that's how you feel, all that's left is for me to believe in you. And then the narrator speaks. Yeah, that's my dad. And then it cuts to him walking through the door. And right as he gets through, you have Chihiro yelling at him, clean up the mess you made. Oops, sorry. And he turns back. And it cuts over to what looks like a capitol, or just a really important building. And some guy with a full-on around the face mustache. Enough. Kill him. 38 months later, and we see somebody slicing down a few people. You bunch of jokesters. Each time I see these, they piss me off. And he drops a bunch of papers to the person tied up in front of him. Now, why don't you tell us who else is part of your movement? And one of the goons at the side, poor thing, he's scared speechless. You... What? Before you, Konagami rats, came here, this was a peaceful city. Ruling the streets with violence, seizing the land, all the money you want. You're the jokesters. Just a bunch of maggots infesting the streets. The boss goes back up to, after wiping his hands off, I love your bravery, but listen up, you little punk. Do you know who's backing us? And then him on the ground. A sorcerer, right? So what? The grown-ups are all scared, but I don't care. Who? That's no reason to just roll over and let you rule us. Just let me at that sorcerer. How fascinating. We see some man with his face covered, walking up. And now we see no, it's all shadowed. A bunch of roots growing up out of the ground, surrounding the guy's face. Mr. Yakuza boss, I received your payment for the official. You know, I think bravery is often rooted in ignorance. Have you ever seen sorcery? And as he's walking up, a tree is growing around the prisoner with spikes pointed directly into his face. I asked you a question. It's your first time, isn't it? Yes! I thought so. Mr. Yakuza boss, so long as you make your payments, we don't mind how you do your job. But when I see upstarts like this, I do worry about your organization. My apologies. We must school them properly. The tree will vanish in time. And he burns away, disappearing as if he just teleported. That's cruel. So they just left their prisoner pretty much stuck there with spikes. That's like one of those, what is it? Those torture methods that they used to use back in medieval times. Damn it, what is it called? With all those spikes. It was in Matilda. Well, hey Batsy, you'll put it up for me, right? Yep, there you go. Editor's got you. So, then we see a train. And we cut back to Chihiro. But it looks like he is now holding a sword and he has a scar across the side of his face. Mr. Shiba? Morning. Mind if I take this seat? Grilled smelt. We were supposed to meet at the station. So, man, great weather, huh? What you staring at? Want some Chihiro? And Chihiro responds with, I'm good. Okay, fine then. Hey, Chihiro, can I ask you another question? Yeah. That scar, you could get it removed, right? It really stands out. Why don't you do something about it? Every morning, when I wash my face and look in the mirror, I see this scar and remember that day. So every day, I start the morning with fresh hatred. And you've been living like this ever since then. It's gonna break you. So, you wanna stop me? ... And we cut to the outside of the train and then walking downtown. This city is ruled by the Konogumi Yakuza. And those Yakuza are connected to them. Yeah, you sure? Honestly, I can't be sure. But it's the only lead we've got, right? True. So what now? We'll check it out and see if these Yakuza are reasonable men. And if so, we'll propose a deal. Reasonable, huh? And they walk up on a crowd of people freaking out. Those guys were with the anti-Konogumi movement, right? That's what they get for standing up to the Konogumi. Hey now, they were fighting for us citizens. Yeah, but they should have known this would happen. An opposition movement, huh? This is how the gang keeps people in line. And you have Chihiro. They're sending a message to let everyone know what happens when you interfere. Chihiro, what if the Konogumi are colossal scumbags? Mr. Shiba? If we want to survive in the city, we have to submit, the crowd's saying. And then Chihiro in the back. You know where their base is. Yeah, take me there. We cut over to what looks like their hideout now. Hey, it was a lot of work stirring them up. You guys could have helped out. You had enough guys. We're busy watching the door. By just sitting here? Man, if some half-wit had the audacity to waltz up here, we'd take them out. Well, that's good. But is anyone really stupid? They should just shut up and do what they're told. For sure. And we see a sword get launched, and it sliced the guy's neck as he was saying this. And he falls straight down. And you see Chihiro drop straight onto the table. They all were circling, and he got the remaining 3 left and just dropped. One action. And we cut back over to, well, the boss saying at the guy who was tied up. Nothing good will come out of holding out. We'll just have to get your family involved. I have no family. I just heard different. You have a kid sister, right? Huh? And at this address, bring her here. Now, you can't hate yourself for not hiding her better. Let's go. Okay, I'll tell you everything. I know, please. And we cut back to Chihiro, walking in and an arm flying directly above him as he's just slicing through all the goons. You have him just look up, and then a bunch of separate parts just lining the doorway. Who the hell are you? Hey! Where are the guards? As we see more showing up behind him. Boss, these guys are slacking off. That kid's the son of Kunar. I am butchering this dude's name. That kid's the son of Kunishugimi Rojashaki. Yeah, the son of the blacksmith. The son of the blacksmith. Yeah. The master swordsmith, famous for his special technique nobody else can do. I came to ask you something. And also, and then Chihiro stares down the boss. I can't allow slime like you to wield a katana. Wait, hey, Rock, get my, kill him. We'll stir him up too. And we see him, Chihiro, finally reach down and grab his sword instead of using the tiny half sword that he's been using. His father imbued his katanas with sorcery. The katana he made were enchanted blades with special powers. Intent. And he pulls it out as a fish swim around him, the multicolored one and the black one. And he points it forward. The katana that boy wields was Hugashaki's last katana, the one he gave his life to make. Chihiro. And with a single slice, all the men in the room, there were a solid 30 people, get sliced directly in half, and their hands holding their blades get cut off as well, with him flying right through, looking like a Beyblade spinning through the air. One after another, slicing down as they start piling into the room and piling up behind him. Ninshinki. And it cuts over to, well, his friend and then birds on a telephone pole. As he walks in, he holds the boss down after killing everyone else in the room. Tell us what you know about the Hishaku. The Shaku? What are you talking about? The group of sorcerers backing you. If you want to play dumb, that's fine. I'm sure your men are already waiting for you in hell. You okay? As his friend is cutting free the prisoner. The Hishaku, those guys, those monsters, if you want to pick a fight with those monsters like that, you're insane. Do I seem the same as you? I don't care if they're monsters. I have to cut them down. And with that final phrase, we have to be continued. And with this, the end of the first chapter. Okay. Something had to have happened for Chihiro to now drop what he was promising his father to do. He was promising his father that he'd continue down the line and be another forge. Like, not a forge, but a smith. But now to find out that the blade he is holding, which I did like the key fact, it summoned the goldfish that his father loved so much. But back to the main topic. The katana, his father sacrificed his life to forge. And now he is hunting down a group that could possibly be responsible for killing his dad. And in all fairness, no wonder he acts so cold. With that final note, if y'all could do me the amazing final few favors, if you stuck out to this final point, if you could like the video if you truly did enjoy, if you could hop further down, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more, because I will be covering more of Kagurabachi, but I'm also going to be jumping into a bunch of different manga to see, well, to jump into a bunch of pools and see where, like, we float to. Whatever y'all want to see. I really do read every comment, and I like to hear y'all's theories, and, well, what y'all want to see. Y'all's recommendations, everything in the mix. Well, yeah, y'all have a fantastic day. Deuces.